The jump from college to the pros usually means one thing: a massive financial upgrade. But Shedeur Sanders flipped that tradition upside down. In college, he stood atop the NIL world with a staggering $6.5 million annual valuation. Yet his NFL entry contract with the Cleveland Browns totaled just $4.6 million across 4 years. At first glance, it looks like the most shocking pay cut in recent football history. But here's the twist: this wasn't a mistake. It was a masterstroke. The secret weapon behind this paradox is the revolutionary prime equity clause, a legal mechanism that may ultimately make this pay cut the smartest deal of his career. At number 1, we step into the dazzling world of college profitability, where Shedeur Sanders transformed himself into one of the most valuable personalities in the amateur sports marketplace. His $6.5 million NIL valuation wasn't simply a number. It represented a unique blend of celebrity presence, elite visibility, and brand leverage rarely seen among student athletes. Companies like Nike, Gatorade, Mercedes-Benz, Google, Under Armour, Beats by Dre, and TB12 didn't just sign him. They integrated him into national campaigns typically reserved for Pro Bowl-level professionals. Sanders' alignment with the electric Mercedes EQB SUV further elevated his appeal by associating him with luxury, innovation, and modern athletic marketing strategy. Compared to the modest earning potential of elite NCAA baseball players who average slightly above $45,000 yearly, Sanders operated in a financial universe by himself, showcasing the extreme imbalance within the NIL structure. Yet this extraordinary earning ecosystem carried massive risks. Every dollar depended on sustained dominance, non-stop media traction, and complete avoidance of serious injury. One devastating play could erase the entire $6.5 million valuation instantly. This is why Sanders' decision to turn professional, even at a much smaller salary, functioned as a strategic insurance policy, guaranteeing $4.6 million over 4 years and providing long-term financial security the college world could never offer. Even controversial viral moments, like flashing a $70,000 watch at opposing fans, bolstered his public persona and amplified his NIL worth. But the volatility of college earnings versus the NFL's financial floor created the first half of the paradox. The safest choice required sacrificing the higher immediate reward. Number 2, we reveal the hidden financial blow behind Sanders' transition to the NFL, a dramatic draft slide that converted potential riches into a drastically smaller rookie contract. Falling to 144th overall dropped his guaranteed earnings to $4.6 million, a staggering contrast to what a top 5 pick would have secured, well above $30 million in guaranteed money. The NFL's rookie wage scale leaves no room for negotiation. Every athlete's salary is determined exclusively by draft slot, meaning Sanders' commercial fame had zero influence on his contract value. His descent wasn't triggered by on-field shortcomings, but rather by personality concerns, perceived entitlement, and complex contractual expectations that made front offices uneasy. Reports highlighted his confident, blunt demeanor during interviews, which clashed with the conservative communication norms NFL evaluators typically prefer. Additionally, skipping certain workouts and appearing selective about which teams deserved his presence created an impression that he wanted to dictate the terms of his journey rather than enter a traditional developmental system. On top of that, the introduction of unique demands, such as the controversial prime equity clause, signaled to teams that managing Sanders' brand might become as complicated as coaching him. These layers of concern converged, convincing organizations that he represented a higher-than-normal management risk, ultimately lowering his draft value. The 5th-round placement cemented his earnings at the bottom tier of the rookie pay scale, demonstrating how non-football dynamics can cost millions before a player even steps onto an NFL field. This defines the second half of the paradox. The pursuit of control and brand autonomy directly reduced the financial guarantees available to him as a professional athlete. At number 3, we uncover the true breakthrough that resolves Shedeur Sanders' financial paradox: the prime equity clause, a revolutionary licensing strategy designed to bypass the rigid salary limits of the NFL and unlock unlimited commercial earning power. Rather than relying solely on his rookie salary, Sanders engineered a structure that treats his name, image, and likeness as an independent revenue-generating asset, completely separate from his athletic labor. This innovative side agreement functions outside the standard NFL uniform player contract, granting him direct commissions from every piece of merchandise or promotional campaign the Browns execute using his personal brand. Because the payments are tied to IP value rather than on-field performance, the clause avoids triggering violations under CBA Article 13, Section 6, which prohibits disguised compensation. The legal integrity of this mechanism depends on independent valuations, separate contractual execution, and clear separation from performance-based incentives, ensuring it stands as a legitimate commercial partnership. Sanders also leveraged carve-outs within the NFLPA's group licensing agreement, enabling individualized deals that exclude team or league trademarks but monetize his identity at full market value. This creates a dual-track income system, capped earnings through the rookie wage scale and fully scalable compensation through intellectual property. In essence, Prime Equity transforms Sanders from a traditional employee into a hybrid athlete entrepreneur, giving him a path to far greater wealth than any draft slot could guarantee. It is the key that converts a fifth-round salary into a long-term financial engine capable of eclipsing even his massive college NIL valuation. At number 4, we dive into the commercial aftermath of Shedeur Sanders' arrival in the NFL, where the truth behind his earning power becomes unmistakably clear. Despite entering the league as a fifth-round pick, Sanders rapidly ascended into the top 5 in jersey sales across the NFL, claiming the #1 spot among all rookies, beating out every first-round selection. This explosive consumer demand confirms that his brand momentum transitioned seamlessly from college to the professional stage, validating the strategic brilliance behind the Prime Equity model. However, early media reports claiming Sanders generated $250 million in jersey sales and personally earned around $14 million appear exaggerated or potentially AI fabricated, creating a viral narrative that blurred fact and fiction. Even without relying on those disputed figures, his verified placement in the league-wide top tier of merchandise sales demonstrates that the IP-based commissions he receives likely already outpace the annualized value of his $4.6 million rookie contract. This proves that his long-term wealth hinges not on the NFL salary structure, but on the commercial scalability his licensing framework enables. The intense national coverage of his draft slide, combined with viral conversations about his low rookie earnings, inadvertently amplified his market presence, transforming criticism into profit. This dynamic mirrors his previously demonstrated ability to convert controversy into attention and attention into revenue. In alignment with his ambition to build billionaire-level wealth, Sanders' commercial trajectory emphasizes ownership, brand monetization, and strategic leverage, elements far more powerful than any rookie salary could offer. $6.5 million to $4.6 million paradox proves that Shedeur Sanders didn't lose money. He played the long game, trading short-term salary for long-term IP control, protection from injury risk, and a financial model with no ceiling. His Prime Equity clause isn't just a workaround. It's a groundbreaking blueprint that could reshape how future stars negotiate their commercial power. If this strategy becomes the new norm, rookie contracts will shrink while IP empires expand. Comment your thoughts below, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dive content. Thanks for watching.